These are the waiver wire pickups for Week 5. First up is Xavier Legette. With Adam Thielen out of the lineup and on IR, the rookie first rounder took full advantage of his opportunity. He finished the day catching 6 of 10 targets for 66 yards, and he scored his first NFL touchdown. At 6'2", 227, he's a physical receiver that's built a reputation around his ability to rack up yards after the catch, and this goes back to his South Carolina days. He's also a great downfield blocker, which should keep his snap share high. For the next 3 weeks, while Adam Thielen is on IR, he should operate as the WR2 behind Deontay Johnson, but if he continues to perform, he may take over the job. He's only rostered in 14% of leagues, but I think at this point, he's worth picking up everywhere. Number 2 on the list is Kareem Hunt. Hunt was elevated from the practice squad earlier this week, and he did not disappoint. After Carson Steele lost a fumble, that pretty much opened the door for Hunt to take over the RB1 job in KC. He finished the day with 14 carries for 69 yards, and he also had a couple of receptions for 16 yards. And given his familiarity with Andy Reid's system and his experience as a starting running back in this league, he should maintain some solid value while Isaiah Pacheco is out. But if he continues to perform, he may maintain a role for the rest of this year. Kansas City is looking to ignite their offense, and he may be the spark they need. He's only rostered in 35% of leagues, and he should be picked up everywhere. Number 3 on the list is Josh Downs. Downs looked good today. He caught 8 of 9 targets for 82 yards and 1 touchdown. His 9 targets matched a team high, and I think Downs may be finding his groove. Anthony Richardson was forced out of this game with a hip injury, and Joe Flacco was inserted, which definitely helped Downs' cause. Richardson's injury isn't thought to be serious, and he may play next week, but either way, regardless of who starts, Downs should have a pretty stable floor as a WR3 moving forward. Number 4 on the list is Roshan Johnson. After not playing in weeks 1 or 2, Johnson was pretty involved the last 2 weeks. He finished the day with 7 carries for 26 yards and 1 touchdown, and he was expected to get more work, mainly because DeAndre Swift has been a ghost most of the year. Prior to today, DeAndre Swift was only averaging 1.83 yards per carry. And had Swift not broken out for a 23-touch, 165-yard, 1-touchdown performance, Johnson might have had an opportunity to take over this starting job. Either way, he's a great handcuff, he should continue to get goal line looks, and he'll be involved in the passing game. If you're looking for some running back depth, he's someone to definitely give a look at. Number 5 on the list is Wan'Dale Robinson. Robinson's been operating as the clear WR2 behind Malik Neighbors all year. He has 26 receptions on a whopping 38 targets. He is only averaging 7.5 yards per reception, but that is very viable in PPR. He should have a pretty stable floor, and he's coming off of an 11-target game, and also Malik Neighbors suffered a concussion at the end of the last game. Neighbors said he's fine, but he will probably have to clear protocol. Should he miss any time, Robinson would see an uptick in his volume, but either way, I think he's worth the pickup. He's only rostered in 26% of leagues, and the only downside is he probably won't score many touchdowns. Number 6 on the list is Tutu Atwell. Atwell has taken full advantage of his opportunity with Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp out of the lineup. Over the last 2 weeks, he's led the Rams in receiving, catching 8 passes for 175 yards. He's definitely more of a boom-bust player. He's only 5'9", 165, and he makes a living off of the vertical game, so if you do pick him up, definitely factor in his floor, but he should have some value while Nacua and Kupp are out. Number 7 on the list is Justice Hill. Hill finished the night with 10 touches for 96 yards and 1 receiving score, and he's pretty much been the receiving back on this team for the last couple of years. He did get a 2-year extension at the beginning of this year, so he seems to be in the Ravens' plans. Over the last few years, he's been behind Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins, and whoever else they've had on the lineup. But I think now, with Keaton Mitchell out of the lineup, he's pretty much the clear number 2 behind Derrick Henry, making him one of the better handcuffs in the league, and if the Ravens offense looks like they did tonight, he may have some stable RB3 value moving forward. Number 8 on the list is Tank Bigsby. Travis Etienne suffered a shoulder injury, which cost him the first quarter, but he came back into the game and didn't look any worse for the wear. Bigsby ended up leading the team in rushing, getting 7 carries for 90 yards, most of it coming in on a big 58-yard rush, but he looked pretty explosive. And with this team being 0-4, they're desperate for a spark, so I think Bigsby will inevitably get some more looks moving forward. He's already one of the more premier handcuffs in the league, and this week he goes up against the Colts, who have been pretty vulnerable on the ground, and if he performs well, he may find himself in the weekly RB3 conversation. Number 9 on the list is Cade Otton. After delivering a goose egg performance in week 2, Otton has come back to life over the last 2 weeks. He has 17 targets, catching 13 of them for 99 yards, and he may be settling into the number 3 pass catching role in this offense. It would be nice to see him score more touchdowns, and I think he will eventually, but given how high powered this offense has been and the state of the tight end position, I think he's worth picking up in most leagues. Number 10 on the list is Tucker Kraft. Kraft has been playing ahead of Luke Musgrave this year, nearly playing twice as many snaps, and he had a really good performance today. He caught 6 of 9 targets for 53 yards and 1 touchdown, and he also had a 2-point conversion. And I know the Packers were in comeback mode a bit, but he may be the TE1 in Green Bay. Similar to Otten, he plays on a high-powered offense, and again, given the state of the position, I think he's worth a speculative add in most leagues. Those are the waiver wire pickups for Week 5. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and let me know which players you think we should pick up in the comments below.